Meet Alex and Sam. Like the average American graduate, they both left college carrying a massive weight, $37,000 in student loan debt. After graduation, their loan servicer automatically dropped them onto the standard 10-year plan. It is the default setting for almost everyone, a slow, decade-long treadmill of monthly minimums. Alex accepted the default. Sam looked for ways to shorten the timeline, finding that changing payment frequency and targeting specific interest rates can cut years off the debt. Sticking strictly to that standard 10-year plan means paying thousands of extra dollars in interest and handing over a decade of your financial life to your loan servicer. Before you can speed up your payoff, you have to know exactly what you owe. The very first step is logging into studentaid.gov to take inventory. Your loans fall into two main categories, federal and private. Notice the federal bucket gets a shield. Federal loans come with government protections, including income-driven repayment plans that adjust your monthly bill based on salary, and forgiveness programs. Private loans don't have these safety nets. Knowing exactly which bucket your money sits in is the foundation of building a safe, effective escape plan. Once your inventory is clear, you can open your debt toolbox. The first and most mathematically powerful strategy is called the debt avalanche. To use the Avalanche Method, arrange your loans based on interest rate, putting the highest percentage right at the top. Pay the minimum on lower loans to keep them current, but take every extra dollar and blast it at that top highest rate loan. Because that top loan is charging you the most money every single month, destroying it first stops massive amounts of interest from growing over time. There is a catch. If your highest interest loan also happens to be your largest balance, it will take a lot of patience. You might be attacking it for a long time before you see it disappear. It tests your endurance. But run the numbers, and the Avalanche Method will save you the most money over the lifespan of your debt. If you want a strategy that works quietly in the background, tool number 2 is the bi-weekly payment trick. Instead of making one big payment to your loan servicer at the end of the month, you split that exact amount perfectly in half, and you send it in every 2 weeks. Watch how the calendar handles this math. Because there are 52 weeks in a year, paying every 2 weeks creates 26 half payments. That perfectly equals a 13th full payment instead of the standard 12. You effectively sneak in a whole extra payment each year without disrupting your monthly budget. On a typical loan, this can shave off over a year of interest. You just need to call your servicer to make sure they process the early payments correctly. It is a simple calendar adjustment that automatically accelerates your timeline without forcing you to work a second job or generate extra income. While Sam is actively applying those tools, Alex sees an online ad promising lower interest rates and gets tempted by a process called refinancing. Refinancing means taking your old student loans and letting a private company pay them off completely. In exchange, that private company gives you a brand new loan, hopefully at a lower interest rate. But look closely at this warning sign. If you take your federal loans and refinance them into a private loan, you permanently strip away all of those government safety nets we talked about earlier. You lose public service loan forgiveness. You lose income-driven repayment plans. Those benefits are gone forever. Refinancing is a great tool if your loans are already private. But if you have federal loans, you are trading vital safety nets for a slightly better percentage rate. There is one final acceleration technique to add to your plan: windfalls. These are unexpected chunks of money, a bonus at work, or a birthday check from grandma. When you apply a lump sum directly to your debt, it hits the principal balance, the actual core amount of money you borrowed. Shrinking that core means less interest can grow on it tomorrow and the next day. Let's fast forward a few years and check back in on Alex and Sam to see how these choices played out. Alex is still on the standard 10-year plan. Paying the bare minimum means dealing with constant interest, feeling exhausted, and making very little forward progress. Meanwhile, Sam used the Avalanche Method, set up bi-weekly payments, and threw windfalls at the principal. By actively changing the approach, Sam stepped entirely off the treadmill and became debt-free 3 years ahead of schedule. By targeting high-interest loans and switching to a bi-weekly schedule, Sam shortened the repayment window by 36 months. The debt disappeared faster because Sam adjusted the numbers in their own favor. You worked hard and you earned that degree. Now you have the tools to ensure that your debt does not dictate your future. Which strategy are you going to try first? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more accessible money tools to help build your wealth, hit that subscribe button. See you in the next video.